everybody. Be with you in 1 second. Alright. Hey everybody. Hope you're doing well tonight. So, I'm not really sure we have a plan today. Um, there's some things that would be nice to do, but I think we're just going to continue our farming and trading rotation. See if we can get some more emeralds. Maybe get a little bit going with our paper farm and see about if we can streamline the stick thing, because chopping trees might not be the most fun thing to do long term. We're just gonna kind of get going and see how things feel, and I don't know, just gonna do some Minecraft tonight. Might not be a super long stream. We're starting a little bit late. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Hope you enjoy. One of the things that I was looking at last night is there's like an auto crafter in the game now. It's like a redstone style creator that will make things based on templates. And if you use hoppers and like transportation systems, you can kind of make stuff that will auto farm and auto craft things for you. So one of the things that I saw is this nifty little bamboo farmer that kind of grows bamboo and then uses observers to knock the bamboo down into a river, and then hoppers it all the way down to an auto crafter chest, which then puts the sticks together, or the bamboo together, in the right formation to make sticks. So that might be something worth looking into as far as making a perpetual farm that just gives us some of the stuff that we... Oh, I'm gonna cough. That just gives us some of the stuff that we need, without us having to do tree chopping. Although I'm not sure what scale we have to make that in order to make it a lucrative thing. And also, there's the concept of, do I build it at home or do I build it over here? Because if I build it over here, I can wait for them to reset their stuff. If I build it at home, then I should be able to, you know, sit around in my base and do my base stuff while constantly generating and collecting sticks. So, I'm not quite sure yet. There's also the option of bringing some of the villagers back to the island and setting up like a little base there, but... So there's a jungle over there, and I can even see in the distance, like, there's definitely bamboo sticks in that jungle. So let's roll over there, get some sticks. All our cherry blossoms are growing up over here, and we can use that to consider making ourselves our first auto spawn, like auto farm kind of thing. That could be fun. We might also do a similar concept with the sugarcane. I know that we just spent a bunch of time making it go around the island, like in that weird grow pattern. Thinking about that more. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, as far as the time spent harvesting and the amount of that you get and the yield and all the effort that goes in. It might be worth just making a similar farmer that automatically harvests sugarcane and creates paper for us, just like the bamboo with the sticks will do. So we'll see if that works. We can make one of each of those, then perhaps we can actively generate the income that we need and just worry about trading with villagers and getting the emeralds so that we can get the enchants that we need going. Because the whole goal of this is just to get our enchantments online super high. Yeah, why not? I like melons. I'm also kind of waiting for this to break so that we can go to the other, since we have another axe, that's a little bit better right now. Yeah, here's bamboo. This should be, you can get a lot of it too. I wonder how much we can just, like, reasonably collect here. Because this is like a... You can't climb it. It doesn't really... Alright. Yeah, this is a lot of sticks. Jeepers. This is like the kelp of the land. Just raining sticks. Alright. Well, that was quick and pleasant. Also, very nice sound. Satisfying clicks. Love it. Let's do a couple more. There we go. And that's that podzol stuff, but I think if we mine that without silk touch, we end up just getting dirt. But that's okay. We're not going to use we're going to make mud for our farm anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just sticks every time you make it, which it's not as good of a it's not quite the ratio that you get with chopping wood. But it's still pretty decent. Yep, there's the village because there's the cherry blossoms. It's actually a really nice marker to have. Just, hello. Oh, there's multiples. So cute. Just having, that's not ready yet. Just having, like, cherry blossoms in the places that you need to go so that you know from a distance where you're... It's like a beacon, but pretty. Alright, so that's good. We do just have a lot of sticks here to sell. Maybe we'll do that real quick. Just do a quick round while he's actually selling or buying. Another thing I have to consider is that I cannot buy any more enchanting books until I get more regular books to enchant. So that could also be an issue. We might have to take a little bit of time and see if we can find ourselves a stronghold, because I believe that's the easiest way to get books. At least if you're not willing to harm the cows, which we're not gonna harm cows just to make books. There's other ways you can do that in this game. That would just be rude. Maybe that's what we'll do next. We'll get that farm online, and then we'll see if we can get some eyes of vendor and find ourselves a stronghold. Because the first thing we're going to do once we get the our armor kind of set up and ready to go is we're going to go into the end and we're going to fight the dragon. But actually, maybe we'll do that beforehand. I don't know. But but finding the stronghold is just good for multiple reasons. So yeah, let's get the farm online, and then we'll consider going and trying to farm some pearls and find a stronghold, and that'll be a pretty decent episode. Might be a little bit too lengthy, but some nights I come in with a goal and we get done with it in 30 minutes, and then I have to figure out what else to do, and we just go and mine in the mines for 2 hours, and some people like that, and some people probably want something a little bit more involved, but that's why it's nice that Minecraft has so many YouTubers making stuff about it, so variety is nice. Good spice. Alright, so wait, where'd I put my... Oh, I put the... Oh, no. I put the bamboo over there, and I left it there and came home without it. Didn't I? That's okay. You know what? That means we are just going to go find a stronghold. So, first things first, we have some pearls. And I believe we just need some blaze powder to turn them into Eyes of Ender. Now, let's get ourselves up to the... No, we can just go out into like an open space. And let's see if we get a clear path for a stronghold. I believe if we do a little bit of like left to right, we can also... Man, I would like a an open space for this. But I don't want to do it over the ocean, because if I do it over the ocean, I just have to go in and get it. But I've planted trees pretty much all over my island here. A lot of space. This is a big island. Maybe I don't plant trees all the way to the edge. Maybe we save this spot over here for making farms and cool stuff. This might work. Yeah, this seems clear enough. All right. Let's start at 445, 555. That's a nice, reasonable number. 445, 555. Yeah, 2 4s, 4 5s. We'll remember that. So it went... I will say 568 and 5 this way. So 13 long, 5 wide. Okay, so what if we go 10 over this way? I didn't really... That was also like 5 over. Actually, yeah, it was like... They both just go in this direction really far. That was a strong... I'm not sure that was... We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go for it. Who knows? What's the worst that can happen? We lose some... I guess the sword is kind of nice, but... It's not going to be a final sword. Everything else is fine. 28 XP, we can get that in a half hour. No big deal. Let's go searching. It was 13 and 5. So for every 13 we go one way, we only go 5 another. We can also do this until we go maybe 1,000. That was a really 2 parallel seeming lines. I know I kind of didn't do it super far apart, but I'm gonna take this at least 1,000 in this direction, maybe 1,500, and then we'll throw some ender pearls again, and see how that works out. We're at least gonna get the land before we throw more pearls. I might throw it around. I might throw it on top of that dune. My common sense is tingling. I think this might be close. Let's try this again. So 950 and then 1800. Right on the dot with both. All right, so 2 and 11. 2 and 11 there. So what happens if we go over this way? Let's go 30 blocks this way. Let's go 40 blocks this way. Let's go 50. All right. It's kind of like here. So from 50 blocks, it's within a 50, it's within this range right here. I actually wonder if this would lead to it. But I don't know that I want to just completely send it down there without knowing. Because there could be just more this way. Let's do one more path over. Because, I mean, that was a bit more of a tight angle. 50 is quite a bit. Let's try it from on top of a dune over here. And if we get the cut back that way, then we'll know that it's within this realm. Of between 950 and 1,000. And we'll figure out from there what the specific Z is going to be. But at this point, I'm pretty convinced that the X is going to be 960, 970, somewhere around there. I remember last time I was playing this game, if you ran your boat into a shore like that, it just kind of broke. And when it broke, it didn't break and like turn into a boat. It broke and turned into a couple pieces of wood. Like you just lost your boat. It was not as fun as the current boats. Definitely better now. All right, so it's between here and there. And it says it's in that direction. Are you sure? Yeah? Oh, it broke. That's okay. We have another one. Yeah, it's like right here. So maybe we do check down that hole. Maybe we start digging. Let me make sure there's not creepers or zombies. Oh wow, there's a lot of everything, yeah. We don't like that. I really don't want to do this specific thing at nighttime. Yeah, we're gonna stay away from that danger right now because we have iron armor. Maybe we should have put our good stuff on before we came out and did this. It shouldn't be too bad. Just be cautious. Alright, that's good to know. It's down in this direction. Is there a way down in here? Because if there's a way down, that makes this all simple. Whoops, I did not mean to hit that button. That was a mistake. Alright, check again. Sorry about that. I have my microphone mute button on F9, and I have my ending stream on F8, and I'm left-handed. I play with my right hand on my mouse and my left hand on my left hand on my mouse, my right hand on my keyboard. So things like F9, F8, F7, F6 that kind of change my stream stuff around. That's all pinky stretches for me. So sometimes I just kind of mess it up a little bit. Boy, I don't know what I want to do with this. I feel like I really should wait for daytime and get a better bead and just dig my way down when I'm certain I'm there. But at the same time, I just gotta find the stronghold and then we'll be able to, But if I go straight down and I don't hit a cave and I just go all the way down to like the negative spots, then it's not any better. In fact, that's kind of worse, isn't it? So, is that a torch I placed? It is. Okay. Yeah, we're going to wait for daytime. We're going to let this clear out a little bit. I'm not going to get too... I'm not going to be too cowardly, but we're not going to get aggressive because there are definitely creepers rolling around, as you can see. Multiple angles of them. And there's also those guys. Ain't got no time for that. In fact, I don't know why I'm doing this. I shouldn't even be doing this. Look at that guy. Camel riders and everything. We shouldn't be fighting that. We should be running away from that. But here we are, out here, after saying, hey, don't do that. Doing exactly that. Like a jackass. We deserve to lose this gear. We deserve it. Don't shoot me. Well, we're alive. That's all that's important. I also realized we only had one arrow and we fired it, so we are in trouble. Is that the camel? Yeah, that's the zombie camel thing. I don't know if they can get to me down here. It might be too, tall. Oh, I see. The camel took out the riders. I can just ride a zombie camel. Alright, that's pretty cool. Doesn't seem like he has a problem with me, so... I'm sorry that you had to go through that, buddy. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. If we could help, we would. I wonder if there's a way to cure you. I'll learn, so if I ever see one like you again, I won't have to suffer like you. Or maybe you're not suffering. Maybe you're pretty pleased about the whole thing. I saw that ear wiggle. Do you like being a zombie? No? Okay. Well, we'll see what we can figure out. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, this is adorable. Sun's coming up, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means for you, but... we'll figure it out so that, in the future, if the sun takes you, it won't take your kin. I'm invested now in whether or not this camel is okay when the sun comes up. I'm guessing the answer is no, but I'm not going to abandon him. Not quite yet. I was just seeing if you wanted some bread. But you know what? It looks like you're able to live up here, so enjoy being a zombie camel. Good job, buddy. You just keep on being you. Alright, now I'm going to go find... where is this stronghold? Alright. So, that direction, we can remember it. Let's get over here. We're going to start taking this like 50 blocks by 50 blocks until we get something more concrete. Okay. Do another run. Ooh, you might be promising. If we do this right, eventually, it's going to stop going up, it's going to go down. And that's going to be our sign to go really adventuring and exploring into one of these crevices. It's got to be soon. Yep, it's here. There is a stronghold underneath this dune. Buddy, what is wrong with you? Jeepers creepers. Alright. And if I stand right here, how about now? Alright, so right here, this is the spot. So this is at 980, 22, 22. That's a pretty reasonable thing to remember. I'm going to write that down. Alright, so that is now noted. We have our entrance point. So now there's kind of two things we can do here. We can start digging down and get there, or we can go get our stuff and come back for like adventure mode. One of the things that makes going straight... Oh boy, I'm going to cough again. Jeepers. Don't know what's up in my throat. But, one of the things that kind of... If we go down right now, I don't know how what the easy way back up is. Because we don't have any ladders or... I guess we could dig down and we'll have a 2-block wide dig. So if we do it like that, and we light this up super wide so that everyone knows as they come back that this is the spot. In fact, we'll really light this area up so that it's also a little bit safer to be here at night. Oh, there we go. This is probably a way down. Let's take a look. We got 39 torches to make it through. See how far we have to go to get to something good. Also, if we light along the way, we can eliminate some potential dangers that we would face. This is that crevice that the rabbit fell down. Don't do that, bunny rabbits. Even if we use it just to find the place, and then we come back afterwards, that'll be fine. Just want to make sure that we have it located. I might even remark it instead of just having a surface, because this is already a little bit more of a caving adventure than a... Oh, there's the stronghold point. Do I have... Nah, that's okay. I still want it. I should do this with fortune. I should be switching my... I did a little bit of more research, and it seems like fortune matters for iron and for coal and for anything that pops a non-block entity. So Really, anything other than ancient debris is going to give you something worthwhile. Alright, let's get down here. Eat up. And I don't think that, yeah. This is just as far down as it goes. I feel like it should be... Boy, if I do this wrong, it's going to go. I'm just not ever going to see it again. Yeah, I went this way. And it broke inside the ground, so... Let's go this way about 10 blocks. And see if anything immediate opens up. Can do that. That's pretty good. And if we don't see anything... Let's start doing a downward by 2. And now we're at Deep Slate. Is that what that is? Yeah. That's not good. That makes me feel like we missed it. Because I don't think they would be... I would imagine they didn't put them super down in the bottom. I would imagine they were kind of generally where they were always. With the dark underground kind of being... Oh, am I completely wrong? What is this? Berries. Okay. What do I do with that? I'm not sure if clay is good or bad. What I am currently trying to figure out and do. Although it feels like there's no... Not to jinx it, but I'm not seeing any monsters. And it's to a degree that, like... I'm starting to think maybe there's not monsters down here. Or maybe not in this cave biome thing that we're in. This is not a good place to be. This is a bad place to be. This is unsafe. I need to get out of here. I need to get somewhere up. I also don't have any light. We need to reset. We need to get our good stuff on. Some night vision. Maybe grab some more blaze powder, take out a few more endermen. Figure this out with a better angle. Right now, we are in trouble. Right, start doing... Not that. That is why you shouldn't dig straight up. Because it is possible to, harm yourself gravely doing this. Heard an eerie noise to my left. I don't think there's anything there. Sandstone, meaning we should be a little bit more cautious as far as digging upwards, just in case we hit sand and not sandstone. I don't like that sound. Although I think that might just be because we're close to the surface and it's nighttime. Yeah, moonlight. That's okay. Let's get up and out. See how far off course we strayed. Not too bad. Wasn't great, but not too bad. We did make it out safely. And we do know where our go back spot is. So, also we found this and we never used it. Well, maybe we did. It was just in this area right here. Alright. Well, I hate to say it, but it's time to go back home. We knew this was going to be a, just a bit of a discovery episode, I guess. Coming in a little bit later than normal. Didn't have too much of a plan. But we can look around and find some stuff. It's still a good time. It's still Minecraft. It's better than work. Alright, so we gotta be going this way. That's okay. Sun's about to go down, or come up, so we'll have the daylight to do, easy travel if we have to go overland. Jeez, it's been I have like a tickle in my throat for all the entirety of the day. Every time I talk for more than 2 sentences, I have this, like, terrifying tickle in my throat that makes me need to cough. Hope I'm not getting sick. We are having, My window's closed, so it's a little bit... I like keeping my window open pretty much 24/7. We're having a bit of a storm, so just kind of bearing with that for the moment and dealing with the inside. Not the worst thing, but I like having the fresh air, and I hope that that's not contributing to coughing. I don't want to sit here and cough into my microphone over and over. Nobody likes that. That ain't fun. Yeah, we're gonna get back. We're gonna find our stronghold, or we're gonna get our torched up. We're gonna get some real armor on. Going to we're gonna roll back into that whole thing with potions of night vision. Maybe we'll get 2 or 3 more ender pearls along the way. We'll bring some blaze powder. And actually, I don't even think we need that because we have a pretty clear understanding of where the thing is. We just gotta dig the right spot for it. Maybe we'll make a shovel. That might be helpful as well. We'll bring some ladders. Just all kinds of stuff to make sure we're ready for this. Really the best goal, or the best scenario here would be if I picked that that negative 22 spot and just dug straight down and found the stronghold there. If we have ladders, we can just dig right back up. But I'm not sure what why the strongholds spawn at. And that was also a bit more a high elevation, so I'm wondering if we missed it or if it's actually like at a negative point. One of the things is this is actually not that far away from our home base. It's got a bit of a ride, but it's more like it's in an atypical angle than it's actually like off in the wrong distance, so that it's off on some far distance. It's really just a big long ride on the z-axis because the x-axis is only 500 blocks, which at this point in the game is barely nothing to us. Alright, that's all too high. We'll let it get to 3 before we actually harvest. We'll wait until it seems like it really needs it, and then we'll come and do a full-on, just one lap that do them all. Alright, so it's out the same way as our secret exit slash tunnel entrance. I will try not to forget that. We also collected a bunch of stuff. We should just get rid of that now. We don't need redstone. The extra dirt's not too bad. that should be good enough. We should be ready to take this place on. Or, we should be ready to find the Stronghold at least. Bonus will be if we can manage to, pick up a library as we explore. Shouldn't be too hard. We have the gear for it. Yeah, there we go. I was right. Positive 980, negative 2222. So, really just kind of like this angle should do it. That looks like a village off in the distance. If we could sleep there, that might make this all a little bit easier. Although that might be too far for where we're going. No, not quite actually. That's where we're going. So, we should be okay. Let's go take a nap. I'm not 100%. This might be one of the early villages that I looted before I started streaming, where I got the initial books from. But I don't remember. Oh, there's a hey dude. Yeah, he's upsetty. I know. Being a spider is hard. It's about to get harder. Excuse me, I need this. Thank you. There's guys all over the place here. That ain't great. Also, I lost my... There we go. What is that? Hunger. Oh, I must have got bit by something, or... I don't know what that is. Also, why are these guys allowed to be out in daylight? Why are they daywalkers? Come here. Good talk. No, I didn't grab a shovel. That's okay. We shouldn't need it. It's just kind of a luxury for the sand parts. But this right here is the hole. Let's start digging a hole. There we go. We have found a stronghold. So, we have 90 of these. How is that? Oh yeah, negative 14. We should be just fine. Let's just, all the way up from here, make an entrance point. This is actually really fortunate because now we can, oops. That's, nope, Yes. This now allows us to kind of just come to a spot on the surface that we know is good and quickly descend into a stronghold. So this is where we'll be able to fight the end. This is where we'll be able to hopefully find a bunch of books. And hopefully this makes it all the way up. I think we'll be just fine. In fact, we can probably go down a little bit deeper with this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, we just in time. That is. Then all the way down. And then that. I spy. Is that getting into a bastion? Hmm, I don't know. Yeah, okay. The original. Alright, but we're set. So now it comes down to getting ourselves in there. Also, do I want to do this in a way that doesn't jeopardize my safety? I want to always know that there's a easy path back, that I don't have to, like, do weird stuff to get to. You know what I mean? Probably not, because I said that really terribly. I want to always basically be able to just go, oh, I'm out from where I am. This will do. Oops. Definitely want to be safer with the approach. Got iron doors. It's been a while. I'm not even sure if these are the same layout that they've always been, or if they even have some of the hidden walls. Yeah, that wasn't hidden. That was just there. All right, this just goes deeper. I don't know if I want to go into the deeper levels quite yet. I will say, well, it was nice to not see any monsters, but there's definitely a creeper down here. I just saw you. All right. Oh, the knockback is actually really nice. Although without the sharpness, that's a little bit more of a swing than I was ready for. Alright, we don't need iron doors blocking our path for things. Library? Aw. I thought wooden door meant library. I got bamboozled. That's okay. Alright, nope. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's kind of a, not too much going on. Wait. Before we go down, well, we'll just remember that there's a... I don't know what that sound was. I don't like that sound. That was not a happy sound. I'm actually surprised this has gone down this far. Wow. This place has not... Maybe I just really skipped that first floor. We are not finding stuff in here. That was not chill of you. Alright, and this is another place we dug into, which is right here. Let's just check a little bit of these. Just in case. Yeah, no. That's alright. Okay. Just making sure. Don't think that we have, I don't know why I'm so on edge. I guess the creeper. I'm gonna do one more lap on this level. If I don't find anything, we'll go up another level and check that one. But I think I might have found a bunch of unplumbable depths that mostly exist to, be confusing labyrinthine areas. Alright. Oh, already found. Yep, we were here. Nope. Huh? No. I've never been good at strongholds. That's just kind of a, that's been a constant with me in this game. Let's go back up. And I think this is where we started. Let me double check that, yeah. This was our entrance point. I don't know if there's any spots above this. It seems like we kind of got in right at the top level. I'm not 100% on that. So this goes just to a downwards place. This goes up and over. Yeah, there's a lot more to explore here. So let's do that. That's just a, yeah, I hear you. Regular zombies, you're not. You're pretty regular zombies. There's a silverfish in that. I know, because I can't place a torch on it. Alright. Now. Back up. Good stuff. I see you. Oh, look at you. Oh no, look at you. What did you do to be in there? We're gonna leave you go. You're fine. Hey. Alright, we have the end portal. We have that cool looking fountain. No, get in there. Stay. Brother. No. How do I... Idea. No? Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry, dude. I tried. But we know for a fact that we have an end portal location. Ah, there's a whole lot of these things. Hold up. All right, 1 second. Let's... There we go. Now let's get back in here. Drop that there. Catch some aggro. And start swinging some swords. Why are there so many? I don't know what I did, but I should not have done it. Are we okay? Are we all calm? Why are they all mad at me at once? I don't know what I did, but I think we're okay now. Phew. Alright, before we go any further... Nope. Because that guy's mad. Over... I don't even know what. Getting nickel and dimed in this place. Iron leggings, iron boots. Alright, nothing crazy, but we have it. We can now go in here. Let's reseal this. I never really cared for the fact that there's lava on top of your end portal. I'm gonna just... I don't think that needs to be there. Alright, we're starting to get to a point, though, where we're now out of torches. So let's do it. No fear style. So now we are trying to find just stuff. Specifically, looking for that library. Just existing in here is giving us some XP too. That's pretty nice. That's a weird one. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's get some of the extra stuff here put away. There we go. I'm not even sure what this room is. It's just a room. It's a weird one. There we go. This is what we've been looking for. Let's go ahead and get this place sealed off a little. You don't need that. And let's look through the area. Perfect. This is exactly what we needed. All right. Just clear it out so we know it's ready. We're going to loot this, and this is what we're getting. We're taking this all home. Every single book that we can carry. We will drop stuff. We will burn stuff we don't need. Everything else will go. It is books all the way down. Oh, there's moss there. That's why. Eye armor trim. Density protection. Power 3 mending. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, we don't want that. Alright. How do we do this the right way? I think what I do is I go over here and we close that off entirely. And we do that. Now, what don't I need? Granite, stone bricks, cobble, deep slate, dirt. We don't need 2 stacks of that. Oak door. Rotten flesh. More of these. If I can fit that there, it's fine. If I can fit that. Oh, it's too full. Right, that's not going to work. More cobble. Deep slate we don't need. We got 15 cobblestone. We don't need 64. I think for now, this will do it. I mean, we should be able to hopefully fit our books in there. Let's get going. Alright, so there's a few things we can't carry. What do we not need? We don't need that 1 torch. We don't need 4 oak planks. We don't need redstone dust. Is that enough? Yeah, there we go. We now have more books than we're going to have to worry about for probably the rest of this game. Because in total we need, what? 33 books in total, and that's including the mendings that we already have and some of the other stuff. Well, 34 if you count Feather Falling, which we also already have. We do not need Curse of Vanishing. I don't want that on any of my stuff. Especially with breach and fire aspect, that's useless. So, hi. Yes. Yes. That's definitely worth it, yeah. Loading 3 on breaking 3 is effectively a whole book to use. And I don't have to worry about putting it on like put it on a sword or a piece of armor. The unbreaking won't matter. All right, so now how do we get out of here? This way. This way. All right. Let's see if we can manage our way out of here without getting too harmed. We'll see. We're going to drink this as well. In fact, we're going to go the whole entire way with it. Just in case there's lava. We can even dump lava in a panic and be like, no you, but not us. First, let's get ourselves... Well, we're here. We might as well look. There's no harm in looking, right? Oh, this is right where we, Okay, we know where this is. And that leads down there. What about in here? Just more adventure. That's probably where some of those, monster sounds are coming from. Oh, little man. I don't know what you did, but you probably deserve to be there. We will have enough iron doors for pretty much ever by the time we're done with this run, which is also a good thing. Not that we really need to worry about it, but it saves us iron if we ever need one, because we're always going to have a crafting slot made for that. So, if we ever need iron doors, we never have to spend iron again, we just always have the door. I'm really just trying to find the, that exit again. Maybe it's this, because I have that right there. Oh, perfect. Alright. It is nighttime, but we should be... We have incentive to make it. We have good gear, and we know that we have all the books we're ever going to need if we can do this, so we're going to call that plot armor and just barrel through this. Wish us luck. There's the moon crossing right over top of us. Kind of like that movie, The Man in the Iron Mask, where Leo is just kind of staring up at the sky. He probably doesn't watch that movie anymore. It's over 25 years. Alright, let's get ourselves home. Pretty sure it's, no. Yeah, it's this way. Perfect. All we gotta do is get to that ocean, and we are set. We don't have to fight the Enderman. It would be cool but we can do that some other time. There we go again, hitting that wrong button. Don't mind me. Sorry. We're just running through the desert, trying not to die. I'm gonna get that button wrangled. I'm gonna get the whole thing figured out, because that's, I don't know why that keeps happening. I keep grazing that button, trying to reach my mute button so I can cough, because my throat is scratchy, and I keep, popping the stream to weird stuff, so no big deal. Just something to keep an eye out for. It's one of the good things of having OBS on the second monitor. I can always see, and when I hit that button and that transition pops, it's really, really obvious. It catches your eye, so I'm never going to have it happen and like miss out on large swaths of stream, because I won't miss that transition, but doesn't mean it shouldn't, doesn't mean I should be okay with that just kind of winging through every once in a while. But it's still just kind of a fun stream, so not the end of the world either way. Nah, keep missing. Keep missing. Good stuff. That's a creeper. I don't know if there is a ocean path out. Oh, there is. Perfect. Oh, buddy, you got a shovel? Nice shovel. Alright, we've hit the open water. We are home free. I wish there was an easy way to just cancel your buffs. Not that I hate night vision, but that's obviously not what that's supposed to look like. It is nice to be able to see the entire ocean floor, though. That's pretty snazzy. Especially with the ocean being so pretty now. We have made it. Alright. First things first, let's get these the primary spoils to their spot. Hooray. Power mending. I guess punch would be nice, but I don't even know what else we need on this. I might just use that for the mending. Looting 3 and I'm breaking. That's definitely a sword thing. Density 4, protection, efficiency. Protection, none of those are great. I mean, the efficiency's fine for a tool. So yeah. The rest of this stuff is probably just getting auto-sorted out to other things. Alright, bundle is empty. Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick sort. One sec. I don't think there's a reason to have more than one of every disc, but I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. I don't think that, I thought I had more trims. I thought I had, like, coral trims at some point. Maybe I'm just misremembering that. No, no, I'm not. I definitely have a, somewhere up here, there is a coral trim from a treasure chest that was kind of like what this is, but it was for, armor gear. It was for, yeah. Not shell. Yeah, coast, that's what it is. Perfect. So that's where you'll go. Tropical fish, we can. That's not, we'll find a better spot for that at some point. Metal doors, more chests. Although maybe chests just get put down. Yeah, that's good for now. And then we'll give one spot just so that it has a spot in the chest. And then And then we will cough a whole lot. Cheapers. Alright, so now we have paper, we have books, we have enchanting books, we have emerald production, we have a reasonable amount of stuff going on here. We might be able to, man, some of these aren't that great. We might be able to, move on to the next phase soon. Although arrows might still be a bit of a problem. I thought that I was under the impression that Fletchers would sell arrows, but it seems as though they don't. Although that also being said, I do have to make a second Fletcher's table for that guy. Yeah, that'll do. Because it should be any planks, right? Yeah, perfect. Alright, let's take this, what time is it? Yeah, it's about 2 hours. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and be done here. So next time, we're gonna take this fletching table on over to the other villager so that we have 2 fletchers with 2 tables and we can do maybe better rotations on their professions. And then I'm also going to start rotating out the enchanters to see if we can get books that are not mending, since I believe at this point we now have enough mending to cover things, which I can double check that real quick, but I'm pretty sure we have now enough mending because we need it for, well, maybe actually maybe one more. But bow, the 4 pieces of armor, sword. I don't know what you're going to be. The 4 pieces of armor, bow, sword, pickaxe, regular axe. Okay, so we need 1 more mending. That 1 more mending is going to be shovel. And then we have the 3 tools. Well, hold on, actually, I also need it for a fishing rod, don't I? So 2 more mendings. Yeah. And also silk touch and non-silk touch for my axe. So actually 3 more. You need a lot of mending. You need more mending. Maybe I shouldn't try and do all the mending at once. Maybe I should just do the tools and see what I need at the end. Because if we have the recycle guide to get new mending, that won't be the end of the world. I'll do a little bit of thought. Maybe I'll write things down on a notepad between today and tomorrow. Just kind of figure that stuff out. But for now, this is where we're going to call this an episode. Got a couple hours in, found a stronghold, and dealt with our book problem. Did a little light adventure. Got a little lost. You know, all the stuff that happens. So, I'll do a little bit of research and we'll come back next time better prepared for whatever adventure we might have, or more than likely, more trading and farming and economy stuff. So, until next time, and if you've watched at this point, thank you so much for hanging out. But until next time, be good to each other, y'all. And this time we really mean to make this transition, so take care.